Trust the process. Why? Hi, I'm Earl Bowie. Join me for a talk where the early birds catch the early talks. This is Early Talks. We all want a better version of ourselves. We want to be a better human in our relationships. We want to be the best in all we can be. But in order to get there, you will have to go through a long, tedious, and painful refining process. And you have to be intentional with pursuing it. Even the greatest people we know have gone through that. Author Scott Sauls, in one of his books, mentioned many of the world's greatest people who became their best selves not in spite of, but because of their distress. William Cowper, an English poet, wrote hopeful hymns, and Vincent van Gogh, yes, the painter, brushed epic paintings while contemplating suicide. Charles Spurgeon, a well known preacher, preached some of his best sermons while depressed. Abraham Lincoln, Winston Churchill, and Martin Luther King Jr. battled melancholy. Ludwig van Beethoven went deaf. C.S. Lewis, known for the Chronicles of Narnia, buried his wife after a short cancer ridden marriage. Viktor Frankl, known for his book Man's Search for Meaning, Elie Wiesel, a professor and political activist, and Corrie ten Boom, a clockmaker and later an author, survived the Holocaust. Anne Voskamp, a well known author and blogger, lost her sister. Joni Eareckson Tada, author and radio host, her ability to walk in tragic accidents. Christine Kane, activist and evangelist, suffered abuse, and Tim Keller, a well known pastor, got incurable cancer. John M. Perkins, a minister and civil rights activist, endured jail, beatings, and death threats from white supremacists. He then writes, beautiful people, the ones we admire, the ones who change the world for good, the ones we like and want to be like, these people do not just happen. So, what makes these people outstanding? Psychiatrist Elizabeth Kubler-Ross says, the most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. I used to have a different perspective of the process. I viewed difficulties as ones to overcome in life. But as I learned, that's one part of the whole picture. The other part is allowing you to have that different perspective of life that molds you and changes you, and you find yourself a different person than before. I now have a perspective that I may not know the pain I have to take, but I have to move forward and make the most out of that trial. What I do know is it won't last for long, and I will have all the help I need. I should not ask, why do I have to go through this? But what can I get from this? Life isn't about being free from difficulties. Life is about making the most of what we can be. Trials and anything we go through in life add color to how our story can become beautiful. So, how do we start? Embrace everything that comes your way. Go through them, learn from them, make new moves for a better you. Author James Clear says, new goals don't deliver new results. New lifestyles do, and lifestyle is a process, not an outcome. For this reason, all of your energy should go into building better habits, not chasing better results. One practice, one routine, one habit, even a tiny habit, can make a difference. I admit being weak on this. I'm inconsistent with this, but I have to learn to be intentional and consistent on what I need to do to live the best life I can live. So, what is your perspective on trials? How should you treat trials knowing what they can do to you? Are you willing to embrace the process? What habits do you need to change and create? Thank you for joining. Until next time, I'm Earl Uy, and this is Early Talk.